Really do hope so. Oh my god, guys. Okay,
Oh my god, guys. What is Nintendo Switch 2 doing to you, bro? Giving it to you from behind?
man. Wow, this is a lot to take in.
I'm a warrior.
This is a lot to take in. Wow.
I see you choosing the hard way.
I love it. I love it.
Of course you do, because I mean, this is the same dude that had his first YouTube channel called Games with Wario, bro. Before you was even a pony, you was a Nintendo. And like I said before, man, you still got your PS5 rotating like a rotisserie chicken, man. Like even with your gaming consoles, like you just can't get out of the eating habits.
I love the stand. I love the fact that because I mean the Switch OLED.
I mean, think about it. We're not even talking about the new showcase of the Mario Kart 8 game, but instead we're talking about the Nintendo Switch 2 stand. You hear this, man? Oh, it's a significant improvement. Then how come you people ain't talking about the little snippet of gameplay that you seen with probably the new latest Mario Kart 9 game, right? Exactly. And if we're going to go based off these leaks, guys, then that would also mean that the specifications that got leaked, which might also be true too. So we're going to take a look at that and see as to why this showcase was very underwhelming.
It had a really good stand.
You know, we're not going to glaze this like everybody else. Oh, well, it's still going to do well no matter what you say. That's fine. Ain't nobody arguing that, because we already know that it's going to bank off the backs of the Nintendo Switch 1. I don't know how you guys are going to use that as an argument to say, well, it's the Switch 2 is going to be successful. Well, okay, but is it going to be successful based off its own merits, or is it just going to be successful based off the fact that it's backwards compatibility and people was going to upgrade to it anyway? No different than a new iPhone. Really? Is that the road that you guys want to go on? Come on, man.
OG Switch.
Because we know if the Switch 2 was nothing but a home console, Nintendo be leaving the home console market just like they did with the Wii U. So let's not go there with that argument.
Yeah, I did not like the stand at all, but I really like the stand from the Switch OLED.
Wow, we got a next generation Nintendo Switch, and the first thing we could talk about is the new stand.
And then now with the Switch 2, I do like it. It looks like it's going to be sturdy, bigger Joy-Cons, bigger screen. Oh my God, the USB-C to volume.
What about bigger battery life?
I just can't wait to see the user interface, right? I can't wait to see the UI. Hopefully.
Let's talk about the fact that it's barely any more powerful than a PS4, bro. It's not even powerful than a PS4, even when the system is not docked. What was I trying? You know, it's funny. Gamester with another W, because I called it. I've actually been in party chats with people. Hopefully, they'll be in this comment section, man. And Jet gonna be like, man, you definitely know your Nintendo. I called it from the very beginning. It is what it is. Like I said, all you guys are really getting is a PlayStation 4, bro. You're getting 2013 hardware in your hands. When it's docked, it'd probably be more on the level. It's not even up there with a Series S. I know the PS4 Pro, it's a little... Obviously, it's not as powerful the Series S, because the Series S does have graphics and performance, which is not really told very well through teraflops alone, but still, it's a good reference to use for the Switch 2. So the Switch 2 is not even that powerful. Even when the system is docked, it's not even more powerful than a Series S. Let me see. This is embarrassing, bro. This is embarrassing, man. Like, you guys want to sit there and talk about, oh, it's the most powerful. Bro, you're barely going to get that many results, man. I mean, just look at the Switch 1 to the docked. Now, I will say that you're going to see that difference when you dock it on your TV, but that's about it, man. When it comes down to that portable mode, you're not going to see that much of a difference. It's essentially a PS4 in your hand. It could even be better than the Steam Deck. It could even be better than the... it is better. Look, but the Steam Deck is older, though, so I would assume that the Switch 2 would have went further beyond, but I knew Nintendo was going to gimp out. I knew they were going to do it, because they do this every time they do a new console, bro. Nintendo is the masterminds when it comes to bringing out low-end hardware. For the people that thought they were going to get a 1X or a Series S in your hands, well, guess what? You guys are the biggest laughingstock in the gaming community. How come all these Nintendo Switch 2 fanboys don't want to talk about this? Oh, because it goes against your argument. That's why y'all talking about stands and Joy-Cons, because you know dang well the games ain't even going to be that improved. This is ridiculous, man. It ain't even more powerful than the ROG Ally. Oh, yes, it is when it's docked. But look at it as raw power alone. The ROG Ally is single-handedly destroying the Switch 2. So third-party games are still going to run better on other devices. I thought this was supposed to bridge the gap, Nintendo fanboys. I thought this was supposed to, be in par with what we got going on with the CDS. Nope, you're not getting it. This Switch 2 is a disgrace, and to be honest with you, man, I'm not even excited for it. There's really no reason to upgrade right away. We'll see if the exclusive games are up to par with what they're offering, but as of right now, when you're looking at these specifications, I mean, in regards to the Switch 1, then yes, it is definitely a huge upgrade, but when you're talking about it in the grand scheme of all the other platforms and devices that have already been out already, it's not that powerful. It's a PS4, a base PS4, mind you. A base PS4. Matter of fact, I can't even say that the PS4 is still more, but look, 1.84 teraflops. The Switch 2 is 1.72. So even the base PS4 is more powerful than the Switch 2. The only time the Switch 2 is even remotely more powerful is due to the dock. So if you want those true games, you're going to have to dock your Nintendo Switch, man, because you're still going to get these low frame rate, low resolution games. You're still going to get it on the Switch 2. Y'all was thinking y'all were going to get some 1X hardware, or we're going to get something on level with the PS4 Pro. So what's even more funny, the PS4 Pro is even more powerful than it. But it's more in line with that when you put it on the docked. It's a worse version of a PS4 Pro. Is this what you Nintendo gamers really wanted? Like, just really ask yourself right now, is this what y'all wanted? Because I thought a lot of you guys saying that, oh, they're going to push the ground running. They're going to show us what next generation is really all about. And they out here having you guys play portable gaming in 2013 off of PS4.
And why also some people might just be leaning towards getting like a Steam Deck or like a ROG Ally or Lenovo Go, because there is a somewhat decent comparison between the two. But as well, this also is a good comparison where I believe from what we were seeing is that the Series S is even far better than the Switch 2.
And it is. Don't let the teraflops fool you, because there's other aspects that speak more volumes than it. It has the 4 on top of the way faster CPU. This Nintendo Switch 2 is a joke.
Same with the PS4 Pro. And now a lot of people are kind of comparing, like the initial leaks maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, a lot of people were
all these Nintendo fanboys don't want to sit there and tell you guys this, but don't worry. I have no problem showing you guys the information, showing you guys as to what's really going on with the Nintendo Switch 2. And that's why when we seen that announcement trailer with possibly the latest Mario Kart 9 game that's coming out for it, that's why it didn't look that impressive. So there you go.
Hey, like the PS4 Pro is about the level we're expecting from the Switch 2.
But a little bit lower.
There was,
when it's docked, which kind of beats the purpose. Y'all like, well, it's on the same level as a PS4 Pro when you dock it. That kind of beats the purpose, don't you think? Because then you're essentially saying that a PS4 that's already on is way more powerful than what we're getting with this. Come on, man.
Like, we were running games like...
Y'all gonna get more ports than ever with this new console.
God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West. All these games on the PS4 Pro, with, like, even Ghost of Tsushima, they looked good. They looked phenomenal, in all honest to God. And while Nintendo might have different types of optimization, there's different types of being docked, not docked, all of that. And, like, obviously we have to wait until they're physically in our hands, so take everything with a grain of salt. But right now, that's for the comparisons. So the Switch 2 apparently is at 1.72.
Terrible. Y'all was thinking it was going to be more powerful. I've had people tell me it's going to be a PS4 Pro in your hands, bro. You guys got lied to, bro. You're barely going to be running games any better than what they were since 2013, bro. You Nintendo gamers are living in the past, bro. Oh, well, we got exclusives. I mean, yeah, I guess you guys can say that, but you're going to be getting way more ports than ever. Don't think that you're going to be getting all these exclusive games that you got during the Switch. I guarantee you Nintendo's going to milk this beyond belief.
By itself, and then 3.08 as it's like docked, so basically it's about double performance.
Look at that.
And we can cover this up in a second too as well.
Look at the CPU, bro. This is a
the
joke.
Switch itself was way weaker. So either way, like, I don't want to have to be a negative video, although people on the internet are critiquing it.
Of course they're gonna say it's negative because you're impacting their Nintendo fanboyism. That's what it is, bro. They don't like reason or facts. That's what these people don't like. They like for you to just be like Player Essence with your mouth wide open and be, that's what they want. You can't be a rational adult in this community without actually having some fair criticism, without these people getting angry.
I'm excited for a Switch 2. Like I said, maybe the big thought process is, are you guys going to buy 6, the Xbox One, which is 1.31, which actually is a better vibe. And obviously the PS4 is around the same for moving around as mobile versus normal console. So maybe the Pro itself was a little bit of a weird one, but it is around the same, if not better, especially when it's docked as well. And then the PS4 Pro...
But when it's docked, that kind of beats the purpose.
Is also still substantially better both than the mobile and docked versions. Which, well, kind of sucks, because this is what people were expecting.
Right? You see? He said it. That's what y'all was expecting. PS4 Pro level of specs in your hand, and you didn't get one. GameStop with another W. I called it. I knew Nintendo was gonna do some crap like this by giving you the most lowest common denominator of a console. I knew it, bro. Well, they would say, "Oh, well, then if that was the case, it would have been the Xbox One." I told people, bro. I've had people in parties, and I said they were like, "Yo, what do you think the Switch 2's specs gonna be at?" I said PS4. I called it, and I had one dude's like, "Yo, come on, games, so they could push it to a Pro too." I say, "Yeah, but unfortunately, Nintendo, I know them. They're cheap. They're cheap." You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't even cost Nintendo that much to even have a PS4 Pro level of specs in your hand. But with how cheap Nintendo is, this is what they do best. And you know what? He's probably going to watch this video and he's going to be like, "Man, you gamester, you know your Nintendo. You know your Nintendo."
The PS4. Once again, though, there's other things like the GPU, CPUs optimizations, like specific things in terms of stylistically things like Nintendo, etc. So take all this with a grain of salt. But anyway, if you guys want to look at the actual text themselves out here too as well, yeah, the CPU is an Cortex A736 with 8 cores. We're not really sure about the cache size too as well, which is kind of iffy, but for a handheld or console, it's not as
absolute trash, bro. Y'all gonna be playing PS4 games on this. You know, I guess we could blame Microsoft for holding next generation gaming back, guys. All right, let's blame them again. It's obviously the Series S's fault as to why Nintendo did not settle for something online with the PS4 Pro. Nope. Like I said, man, we're not going to get true next generation gaming for a very long time, man. You know why? Because now the hardware isn't important. And I'm going to explain to you guys why. Back in the days, you picked up a new piece of hardware and it was completely more powerful than the device that we had before. Even PS3, even going on to PS4. Those days, ever since we got to the Xbox One and PS4, they have copied the phone strategy. Okay? The days of you guys seeing a Pokemon game in 4K, 60 frames per second is a long ways, but I'm going to be an old man before that time even comes to this day. Okay? And the same thing is also applying to PlayStation and Xbox, man. You know what I mean? They're not pushing the envelope no more. It is what it is. You can clearly tell by the way they're making these consoles. And on top of that, people are going to say, "Game, so how much you think it's going to be?" I'd say $400. I think Nintendo might even push a $400 price tag on it. I think they will. People might say $299, $400. I would say that. I think that's why Nintendo priced it like that. $299, $400, because they're gonna also want to sell the old Switch too. Don't get it twisted. They're gonna want to sell those old Switches too. So they might actually put that as $400 and then keep the other Switch at $300, because now we're dealing with a series of consoles. This is the ecosystem. These are the things I was telling you about, where the hardware is not the most important aspect. It's about keeping the ecosystem and the gamers in line with each other. I don't think Nintendo is going to completely abandon the Nintendo Switch 1 audience, because there's still a lot of money there. So they're going to keep them all in favor in regards to, you know, certain games. But the Switch 2 will have certain exclusives to incentivize people to get the Switch 2. But don't get it twisted. Games are still going to come out on the Switch 1. They're still going to come out. Third party are going to still indie games. They're still going to want to make games for that platform, because there's a huge install base there. That's the problem with PlayStation. That's the say. People's like, "Oh, why PlayStation 5 don't got games?" Because people ain't leaving the PS4. That's why. Why would Sony make new games for people to miss out on if these PS4 dudes don't want to upgrade? It is what it is. And the same thing is going to apply to the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm telling you, man, keep your anticipation down. You're going to get severely disappointed going out there buying this device, and you know what? You're going to be saying the same thing. "Oh, I like the platform, but Nintendo, why am I playing the same games again?" This all feels like the same experience. And then we're going to be right here back full circle. And then y'all going to be making videos talking about how the Switch 2 sucks, even though it sold a lot of hardware sales. I can guarantee it, bro. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. This is something that a lot of Nintendo fans don't want to talk about, but I brought it up to your guys' attention because I'm the most authenticity content creator in this platform, bar none.